Hello, it's Kyle from the Ottawa Sound, and I'm joined by Carina and Shauna from Hex Entertainment.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Thanks for having us, Kyle.
No problem. So today we're going to talk about the Junos, which are in Ottawa this week. And we're also going to be talking about doing like fundraising shows as a musician. So a lot of, as we learned today, a lot of people don't pay attention to the Juno Awards. How does that make you guys? How does that make you guys feel?
It's actually kind of sad. Like, the people who we're talking to are people that have lived in Canada their entire lives and know absolutely no Canadian artists.
I know, right? Like, it's kind of sad, yeah, like you were saying, because like people were like, oh, we were like, what's your favorite Canadian musician that's made a big impact on the international music market? And they were just like, Carrie
Underwood?
Yeah, I know, like Carrie
Aerosmith?
Underwood. Carrie Underwood's not even Canadian. One guy was like, Queens of the Stone Age, right? Like one person was like Queens of the Stone Age. And they're like from like Nevada. Like not even like I could understand if maybe they're from like Buffalo, but like they weren't even like close.
Like no one knew what they're. And then one person would be like Justin Bieber, and then it would be like a continuation to everyone else. They're like Justin Bieber, Justin Bieber, Justin Bieber, and they like didn't even try to think of anyone else. Like,
my favorite was when we were like, who's your favorite? Like, what's artist do you think makes the biggest impact in like the Canadian scene specifically? And everybody was like, I don't know.
It's true though. It was really sad.
Yeah.
Like, and like the fact that like they had no concept of like an American artist versus like a Canadian artist was so weird. I was like, how do you not know any Canadian artists at all?
It's also crazy that the Junos are happening this Sunday in Ottawa, and the citizens in Ottawa, a lot of people don't know that the Junos are even happening here.
Yeah, I know. Like, that surprised me because it's like all over the city, right? Like it's on all the buses, it's on all the billboards, it's everywhere, and nobody knows that it's happening. It's a little depressing.
Which is so sad because it's like so exciting to like it's the Canadian Grammys basically, and they don't know it's happening in their city.
Exactly. Like I remember when it was in Calgary. Everybody in Calgary was all for it. Like it was all over the place. It was all over Facebook, all over Twitter. Everybody that lived in Calgary was super excited for it. And then like we're in the capital of Canada, and not a single person that we talked to even knew when the Junos were. Never mind the fact that it was in Ottawa this year.
And like this year in general, Ottawa has so much stuff happening, and I think no one really knows about it because of the 150th like anniversary.
Yeah, the 150th birthday of Canada's this year, and like, yeah, that's true. Like nobody's paying attention to anything. I don't think anybody even realizes what's like why we're having all these events.
Exactly, and there's even supposed to be a really awesome like music festival. I think it's called like Yottawa or something. It's like YOW, Ottawa.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to just have like international, like famous like musicians coming, and I don't think anyone knows about it yet. And that's supposed to be in the summer.
Well, this is the first I'm hearing about it. Like I haven't even
It's
seen
really
it.
cool.
I haven't even seen it advertised anywhere. So
yeah, if you go on like the page for the 150th, like you'll find stuff about it. So they haven't really released like who's gonna be like the headliners yet, but it's supposed to be like really big, like bigger than Blues Fest for sure.
Huh. I'll definitely be checking that out. Another thing was like when we were like, name your favorite Canadian artist. 9 out of 10 people either said Drake or Justin Bieber.
Yes.
And like one guy was like, The Weeknd.
The Weeknd. And that was with like some help because he couldn't think of anybody. So I was like, The Weeknd? I don't know how to help you.
And I was like, The Weeknd.
And
Billy
he was
Talent.
like,
Anybody other than Justin Bieber and Drake?
He was like, oh, I didn't know The Weeknd was Canadian. That's awesome.
And his friend was the one that said Carrie Underwood and was like trying to like make sure that he knew he was Canadian.
At least Carrie Underwood is married to a Canadian.
He's getting there.
He was like at least she was married to a Canadian.
Close, I guess. Close enough.
It's halfway
Yeah.
there.
Halfway there.
I feel like maybe for the next blog, I'm gonna go like top 10 artists you didn't know were Canadian. Maybe for like a list. Just be like, yeah, the top 10 Canadian artists that you didn't know were Canadian. It'll be like William Shatner. We'll be on there.
Dan Aykroyd. I think
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Triumph.
Yeah.
That-
Shauna really
that's a
likes
musician.
Triumph.
She's obsessed.
It's ironic.
It's a little sad.
I know.
Did you just make an Alanis Morissette joke?
Oh yeah. Bet you didn't know that Alanis Morissette's from Ottawa.
Oh.
Represent.
I don't know. I guess I'll share it. I have a really interesting story about Alanis Morissette.
All right, let's hear it.
So she went to my high school for like a year, Maculata High School, which is kind of like downtown Ottawa. And my art teacher was really close to me, and she was telling me stories about knowing Alanis Morissette and being her teacher. And apparently Alanis Morissette had the biggest crush on this boy, and this boy just didn't want to do anything with her. Like, he just was like, nope, no thank you. So she was kind of heartbroken about it and started writing songs about him.
Huh.
And it could have potentially been like the start, or like one of the starts of her like music career.
Yeah, and like we're taking music at college, right?
Yeah.
And like all of our profs at least know at least know Alanis Morissette, because like all of them have been involved in the Ottawa music scene for years and years, right? And like Lou DeMillo, our history prof, he's like a big producer apparently. So like apparently I didn't know that, but yeah,
Me
he's
either.
like he's a popular producer and bassist, like studio bassist.
I think all their teachers are very talented.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
I
they're all
mean-
like doing something that's like music related, that's just like kind of mind blowing to see.
Yeah. That's one cool thing I find about Algonquin College is like you get a lot of interesting like profs that have like a lot of experience in their field,
Which is
cool.
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, there's that one prof that we just
We will not name
We're not
him.
getting started on that.
yeah, we're not gonna name him, but like we don't really.
You know who you are.
Not naming names.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We can make a totally different podcast about that. Eh?
Yeah. But he's a big entertainment lawyer in Ottawa.
Too
If
much
it-
information.
Yeah, we'll just leave it there.
There's only 2.
Is there actually only 2 lawyers for entertainment law in
Yeah.
all of Ottawa? Oh, wow. Okay.
Too specific.
I didn't know that. The more you know. Yeah. What else?
So we actually have the opportunity to go to the Juno dress rehearsals on Sunday.
I can't go because I'm working because I'm too broke to
We
just
will
do
fill
YouTube
him in.
full time.
We'll tell you all about it. We don't know yet if we can take pictures. We may not be allowed.
Sneak a phone in.
But I'm also going to the Junos itself later in the day. So I can definitely get pictures of that one. And I will definitely share it to all my friends. And post it on Hex Entertainment, which me and Shauna are the co-owners too.
Yeah.
You should follow us on Facebook.
Yes, you should. They're very nice people and they make some good content.
Thank you.
It's true. I mean, your interview. I don't know how you got some of the interviews you got already. Like,
We have one coming up soon, which is a guy named Richard Cooper, who is one of the Cooper brothers, which
he's
is
also
really cool.
one of our profs.
A
so-
really awesome guy. He has he has a single that just came out, Radio Silence, which you should check and buy.
No, that's the whole album. The whole album
No,
just
he
dropped,
has,
didn't
I
it?
think he has like a single actually called Radio Silence.
Yeah,
That's like the
but
main symbol
what
of it.
the whole album's out now.
Is it?
Yeah.
You ready? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Check it out.
Oh, check that out too.
I do believe the whole album's out.
A dream
If not, it would be soon. if it's
Yeah,
not
because
out
I know
already.
they're like the start of their tour is coming up soon, isn't it? Or like
Because
the
I think they have like a CD. Isn't this the
CD
one at
release.
Centerpoint? It's CD
On the
release
April
party.
it's in a
April
couple
28th.
weeks, isn't it?
So I don't think it's out yet.
Well, no, because a lot of times they'll release it a little bit early, and then they'll do like a little, because that's what Castlefield is doing, because they just released their EP yesterday, but their date, like the EP release party,
Oh,
isn't
okay.
until the 13th of April. But I think Shauna is checking out right now for us when the show is. It's at Centerpoint Theater.
That's like my extent of knowledge.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
So, yeah, you should check out Castlefield as well. They're good. If you like indie rock, emo stuff, definitely check them out. They just released their debut EP called the Mascot EP. It's on Bandcamp. And did it load yet?
It's not on iTunes, so
It's not on iTunes, so
Nope.
I guess the album for the Cooper Brothers isn't out yet, but the single is.
maybe it's out on vinyl.
It's out on vinyl.
They're planning. I think.
There's-
I don't think they've said it yet, but I think they're planning on doing vinyl,
That'd be cool.
which makes sense because they're like an older band from
Yeah.
the like 80s, 70s.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of just going back to your roots, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you feel about like the people that are nominated? So you got people like Shawn Mendes and Ruth B.
I don't know who
Drake.
I don't personally. I'm more into like punk rock and metal, so like I'm really excited because one of my favorite bands, Protest the Hero, is their latest album is up for Metal Album of the Year, which I'm really excited for. That one's called Pacific Myth. You guys should check it out if you like prog and you like math metal and stuff like that. It's a very it's got a lot of complex time changes and rhythms, and yeah, it's a pretty good album if you like prog metal. Their drummer lives in Ottawa, actually. They're a Toronto-based band, but their drummer lives in Ottawa.
That's cool.
He's a big fan of a band called Forest, apparently, which is like a prog rock band.
Oh, as well. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to Google them.
They did a tour with Nighttime in Kansas.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
When John and the boys released their EP, they went on tour with Forest.
Follow Nighttime in Kansas as well.
Yes, those are our good friends. They're an amazing band. They make some really good music.
We also have an interview coming out with them soon. So
Yeah,
heads
so-
up.
Heads up.
Yeah,
Check Hex Entertainment. Keep checking back every week. We're trying to get something up basically every week. If not, then we're having little posts kind of dedicated to like songs and artists that are from Canada.
yeah. So like I'm mostly focused on the Ottawa area and like how-tos and like tips for new artists and stuff, whereas they're focused on promoting like more Canadian and Ontario-based artists. So they're a little bit broader than my content is. So if you want to find out some good artists from outside the Ottawa area, definitely check them out. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I'm still getting over my cold. Yeah, I'm mostly excited for Protest the Hero.
I hope they win.
I do too, because they're up against like Devin Townsend, who's also a very very good
Yes.
metal musician and they're actually similar in style. Like they do like prog metal, I
Okay.
do believe. I don't really listen to Devin Townsend, but I know they're similar in sound.
I must admit, neither do I. But I did find out about him today
Yeah,
from
from
your
the-
friend.
Yeah, from the bassist for my band BTAVIA, who is from Turkey. And I was like, we decided to ask him some questions about the Junos to see what he knew, and I was surprised. He knew a lot more than I was expecting.
He
Actually,
knew more than the people that have lived like in Canada their entire lives, and he's only been here for a year.
He hasn't even been here for a year.
Yeah,
He's been here
exactly.
since like August.
He was like, I know Canadian artists.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Shout
so
out
funny.
to Hakan. Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah. He's a good guy. He's great. He's hilarious. He's got some good jokes. So, how do you feel about some of the artists that are nominated? Because you follow more pop stuff than I do. So you've got.
I think it's good. I think Canada's pretty lucky to have the artists that we do have because they are very talented. Like even like the mainstream artists are pretty good.
Yeah. But like I've always liked like classic rock,
Yeah.
and punk, and metal and stuff like that. So I don't really follow.
You're a little less mainstream.
Yeah. I'm that guy that's just like I don't like pop music. It's just not what.
For
what
me,
appeals
it's
to
like if I like it, I'll listen to it and I'll probably sing it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind like some of Shawn Mendes' stuff if it comes on the radio.
Oh, like he's very talented. Like he's honestly a very good singer too.
Yeah, he's a talented singer. But yeah, I much prefer bands like Billy Talent and 3 Days Graves and
Billy Talent is nominated.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, I think for like rock album or something. I
Oh,
think
that's
for a
true. I
couple of
forgot. I
stuff.
thought their album came out 2 years ago, but it came out in August. I do
Yeah,
believe it was
I
like
think
July
it's
or August. They dropped their new album. Because I know they were touring it, and they came to Ottawa back in like September. Maybe no, it was later than that. I think it was January. I could be wrong. I can't remember. They came to Ottawa to play. Another good band. I don't know if they got nominated, but one of my favorite bands of all time is Silverstein because I really like emo and hardcore. So Silverstein was here in Ottawa like last week, and I was really upset because I couldn't go see them.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You would have had a lot of fun.
I would have because it was at the Brass Monkey.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Which is a pretty awesome place.
it is. Yeah. So are you planning on going to any like local shows lately that are upcoming?
So one that I'm going to is the Endless Ocean.
Oh, you're gonna come to that?
I'm gonna come to that.
That's my other band. We're doing our debut show next Friday.
I should be able to come to that.
All right.
And you guys have one tomorrow night as well.
BTAVIA does. Yeah, we've got one tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. to 2, which is
Oh, it's in the morning.
Yeah, it's from 10 a.m. to 2 because it's a fundraiser for kids with cancer. Actually,
Oh,
so
that's so nice.
That segments into our next section. Yeah, so we're gonna segment into the next topic, which is doing fundraisers as a band. Now, as you remember, our prof Mike, he owns Ottawa Special Events, which is a production company here in Ottawa, and they did a fundraiser from like January through February to raise do a clothing drive for the homeless.
Keep Ottawa warm.
Yeah, keep Ottawa warm. And not only is it good publicity for his business, it helps those in need. So it's like a win-win.
You get a little bit of promo for yourself, but also like doing the right thing and helping others.
You get to create good feeling inside you.
Yeah.
But you also get that free promo basically. And like the whole city got behind that, which was really cool.
I think even the mayor, like Jim.
Like Jim Watson, the mayor of Ottawa, he definitely got involved with that. I know that I got my favorite band, Enter Shikari. I got them to tweet out. That was, remember?
Yeah, I do. You were so excited.
Yeah, but like, I remember I got them to tweet out, and then like 2 days later, when we had Mike's class, he's like, "Yeah, out of nowhere, like we just got inundated with like a massive crap ton of donations. I like it was overflowing. I didn't know what to do, and I was like, yeah."
You're like, I wonder why.
Yeah, and I know that like for that, like my band Endless Oceans, I made sure that I got every member of the band involved to like donate
stuff. Yeah,
because we're lucky enough that our lead singer for that band has a SUV, so we could pile everything in and just drop it off. And I live right around the corner from Ottawa Special Events. It was like a 2-second drive, and we managed to drop off like a bunch of blankets and coats and everything. And like our band, like Carrie and I's band, we're doing that fundraiser for Camp Quality, which is a camp for kids with cancer. There's one here near Ottawa. I don't remember exactly where, but it's near Ottawa. There's one in Windsor area. There's one near Toronto, and then there's one in Quebec. And I think that's it. There's like 5 camps. Excuse me. There's like 4 or 5 camps. So the fundraiser we're doing is for the one here in Ottawa area. And that's at the Starbucks at the IKEA.
Okay.
Yeah, and like we're not getting paid for it, which I'm like 100% okay with. It's a good way to get known, and like I said, it makes us feel good because we're helping those who need the help. And I don't really know too much about Camp Quality, but definitely come support it because it's for kids with cancer. That's about all I know. It's from 10 a.m. to 2 tomorrow. And we're on at 11 apparently. I just found out.
Yes, 11.
11 a.m. Come see my band and support those kids with cancer. But yeah, like it's free promo.
Yeah, honestly, it's probably the best type of promo as well because it's nothing like how do you even?
Yeah, really, like it's the best kind of promo because it makes people think like
it's for other people.
Yeah, it's
like you know what I mean.
And even like people that show up are gonna be like, oh, these guys are good because like they're willing to help those in need, which is in and of itself good promotion. Because a lot of like what people think of your music is based on like your personality and stuff, right? Like a lot of people for a while really hated Justin Bieber and his music because of the shit that he was pulling. I know that personally I find Charlton Heston a horrible, horrible human being, and I don't watch his movies. Because I don't know if you are aware of who Charlton Heston is. He's an
For people who don't.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's an actor. Was an actor. He's dead now. He was also the head of the National Rifle Association of America.
Mm-hmm.
And right after Columbine, he decided to have a massive rally in the town where Columbine High School is, and held like a big rally to like say guns aren't the issue, blah blah blah. You'll never take guns. Like 3 days after this tragedy happened to these poor people, like I forgot how many kids it was, but like almost 20 people got killed during that. And he just was like, "You're never gonna da da da." And
like, because that's like, that's the issue. Like,
and that's where the famous "From my cold dead hands" quote comes from.
Okay.
Yeah. And like
that's
that
not...
personally, I'm all for guns. Like I love going out and shooting, but that was just a really bad timing. Like if he had waited maybe a couple months and done it in a different city, I would have been okay with it. I'd been like, yeah, whatever. But he did it like
it's like almost saying what happened was okay because guns are good, but like
that's the way a lot of people felt about that. And then you've got like Charles what's his face? Marilyn Manson, that's it. I almost said Charles Manson. But Marilyn Manson also got blamed for Columbine. Did you know that?
Oh no.
Yeah, because the kids who did the Columbine shooting liked Marilyn Manson's music, so the media went.
So then
and
he got blamed.
Yeah.
Oh, media. Oh, like we could probably talk about media.
We could definitely talk about media because media is a big part of being a musician.
I find it has its good sides and its really bad sides. It can ruin someone's life, but then it could also make someone's life.
Yeah, exactly. Like, here's a good example of someone.
Here, really randomly, but
yeah, go ahead.
It's about One Direction.
Oh, okay.
Very random from the music that you like. But the media is usually on their side, right? So it's kind of promoting them, making them seem as nice and as good as possible for that like teen pop image, basically. Mm-hmm. But then they are also good at really manipulating them and making them look like bad people for something that they didn't do, right? So like, I think it was like a month ago, you got Louis Tomlinson getting blamed for like hitting this girl that was actually beating up his girlfriend in an airport. And
I did not hear about this.
Yeah, so the media manipulated the entire story, making it seem like it was his fault for what happened when it was the girl, actually 2 girls I think, actually like ganging up on his girlfriend and him protecting his girlfriend.
Yeah, I didn't even like I don't follow it.
Yeah, like it was like one of those things trending on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh, what's that about?" And I think he got arrested for it too. But it's like weird because like just like I think a couple of months before that, you have like Gigi Hadid who like punched a photographer in the face, and nothing happens to her. Yeah. See, so it's this weird contrast.
Yeah. One thing one artist I like is good guy Dave Grohl. He's we'll go like this still talks about the media, but you got like the paparazzi that like attack
they're bad
through LA, right?
They're really bad.
So there's a video on YouTube of Mr. Dave Grohl like walking down the street with his little daughters who are like I think they were like 5 and 3 at the time, right? And his wife, like they're just little toddlers still basically, and he's walking down the street and like 20 paparazzi just swarm them. And he's just like, okay, girls, don't freak out. Just stand here, smile, let them take the pictures, and he let them take them. Leave. And then he's like, okay, guys, that's it for today. Like my kids, and they're like, yeah, no problem. Thanks for actually like giving us a chance to take the pictures. And he's like, yeah, no problem. And then he went on his way. So I think like it's also part of the media thing is like it's how you react to the media. Like
100%.
If like the Jonah Hill thing a couple of months ago where he like freaked out at TMZ and called the guy a faggot, right? And that like blew up right in his face. Yeah. But then if he had just taken a minute, taken a deep breath, let the guy take his pictures and then gone on his way, that whole situation wouldn't have happened. But the paparazzi also need to realize, like, people just want to go about their daily lives no matter how famous they are. They just want to have a life. Yep. and swarming
Exactly.
them and attacking them with cameras, no matter who you are, is gonna freak you out.
Yeah. Like, I don't
Like,
think you get used to it.
No,
Like, no matter
probably
how
not.
famous you are, like, you just can't. And there's still regular people just with, like, irregular jobs, you know? Just, like,
Exactly.
some sort of crazy job. But, like, you talk, like, you can meet them, and they're just normal people.
Yeah, like that's back to Ender Shikari actually. When they played their show here last year in Ottawa, my cousin had just died. And I was like, it was like a month or two after my cousin died, and I went to go see my favorite band play, and they were also one of her favorite bands. So I managed to get a chance to talk to the guitarist after, and I chatted with him, and I was like, yeah, I was gonna, like, yeah, this is, I needed this because my cousin just died, and she was also a big fan of yours, and he just, like, gave me this big hug, and he's like, oh, it's all gonna be okay. Like, you'll get over it. It might seem a little tough right now, but eventually it'll get a little easier. I was like, oh, thanks, man. Like, that made my whole day. Like,
Especially
that whole month.
hearing it from someone that you look up to as
Yeah.
well as a musician.
Yeah. Like it's all about how you react with your fans and how you interact with people.
Mhm.
Because, like, he walked down the street into the venue, and he, instead of going through the back door, he went through the front door
Just to, like, talk to everyone,
talk to
get to
everyone
know
and
them.
say hi, which is really cool. That's one thing I love about Inner Shikari is, like, they're super open with their fans. They interact.
Which is
Like,
important.
I like I said, I got them to tweet out about the Keep Ottawa Warm. All
Yes.
I just said, hey guys, my prof's doing a fundraiser for the homeless shelter with the cold weather. Can you help me get this out? And within 5 minutes, and it was like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, because they're from the UK.
Yeah.
It was like 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And they were tweeting it out right away. I was like, wow.
You're like, guys, you're so sweet.
Yeah. Like, it blew my mind. It was like within minutes.
I think with like celebrities, musicians, and like artists, what they also have to remember is that they're probably not going to be where they are like today if it wasn't for their fans.
Yeah.
So like treat them nicely and kindly. Like sometimes they might be out of hand and they might overstep those boundaries, but like you could talk to them and tell them just don't.
Yeah.
Don't do that, but be nice to
Exactly.
them, because without them, like, you're not going to have anything. Like the media can only push you so far if you have no fans.
Just elbowed the microphone. All right. Where were we? We got a little derailed.
Be nice to your fans.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about. I remember. Were you at the debut show for, or not the debut show, but the EP release show for
Nighttime? No, I wasn't. I wasn't
Oh
able
no,
to
that
go.
was Rachel. That was our friend Rachel. But like, when we went to that, as a joke, we decided to. This chair is like really squeaky.
Yeah.
I apologize.
You're like moving around.
Yeah. But we decided as a joke to go and buy the physical copies of the EP, and then we like waited for John to get off stage, and we swarmed him, like the five of us, like me, Eric, Carrie, Alex,
Oh my
and
God.
Rachel. We like swarmed him, and we're like, John, sign our CDs, and he was like, whoa,
Oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah, he'd like never seen something like that happen, but because we did it, like 5 other people did it. It was great. It was great, and
Oh
I
my
felt
God.
really bad afterwards because he was super embarrassed. But at the time, like when it first happened, that's fucking hilarious. Just his reaction. I love you, John. You're adorable.
Oh, his
Like,
whole band is adorable. I
know.
can't get over it. They're just so cute.
Yeah.
And their dog, Cass, is adorable.
Cass is adorable. We should maybe for this send me that picture you've got of him. And
Yeah,
I'll-
I
of
will.
the like 3 of them with the dog.
It's
And I'll
adorable.
put it on the video. But that leads me on to my next question. Actually, I was gonna ask, how did you come up with the idea to do Hex Entertainment? 'Cause
Okay,
it was about the same
so-
time that I started my blog.
Which is a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, we both
it was
had,
like the day after. It was
yeah,
great.
it's like the same idea at the same time. But you know
Yeah.
what? Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
Where did I get the idea? Honestly, me and Shauna both knew that we wanted to start something that we can continue after we're done our program. So we were like, well, why don't we just interview people? And I think the root of it came from Lou's project, which was a case study on a city for their music. So we went to Kingston and we ended up getting in contact with Instilled in Me, which is a great band. I recommend follow them, buy their EP. It's amazing. And we got to interview them, and we decided that like we love this so much that why don't we just continue it? And we decided to dedicate it to Canadian artists and promote those Canadian artists, because Canada has a lot of amazing talent, and I think that it needs to be even more than it is now. Like, there is a lot within Canada, but just more. And the more we promote it, the better.
Yeah, that's true. Like, as we learned in class, like, Canada makes up, like, what was it, like
3%?
Yeah, and of the global music market.
And we're only 35 million. We're less than California.
Yeah, we have, like, a slightly smaller population than California, and we make up 3% of the entire music market, and that's just music. Never mind the rest of the entertainment industry,
which is amazing. Like, I can't believe that we have that much talent coming out. Like, it's not like just from behind the scenes to the front.
Like we have 3%. Some of the best producers, best guitar, like a lot of the like most popular comedians, which is really weird. Like almost all the popular comedians right now are Canadian.
Yeah.
Like you got Russell Peters, you got Mike Myers, you got Jim Carrey, you've got who else? Dan Aykroyd, Michael Cera,
Seth Rogen.
Yeah, Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen is Canadian. He's from Toronto, I think.
No, he's from Vancouver.
Vancouver, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember.
Michael Cera is actually from the same area as I grew up, or I was born, I should say. He's from Mississauga, which is pretty much right beside Brampton, which is where I'm from originally.
And, like, if you think about it, like, Canadian artists right now are also dominating the charts.
Yeah.
Like, you got Drake, The Weeknd, Justin Bieber,
Alicia Cara.
It's mind-blowing.
Like, I mean, you got Billy Talent, Arcade Fire, and all them are popular on the rock charts. And then you've got, like, Rush.
Yeah.
You've got Steppenwolf. They did Born to Be Wild, which a lot of people...
Tragically Hip, I guess,
Tragically
as well,
Hip are mostly popular in Canada, but
yeah.
Alexis on Fire
Alexis
is
on Fire.
really big in the post-hardcore scene. Like, they're one of the most popular post-hardcore bands in the world, and they are from St. Catharines.
Actually, when we went to Kingston, we asked a question to, like, the Kingston locals and asked them what their favorite Canadian artist was, and a lot of them said Alexis on Fire.
Yeah, but also the City in Color. It's a solo project, which a lot of people don't realize. It's the lead singer, like the clean vocalist from Alexis on Fire. His name is Dallas Green. So City and Color. And that's
so smart.
Yeah.
He saw his opportunity.
Yeah.
He was like, wait, I got it.
He's also married to a CTV sports news presenter.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she did the...
Did not know that.
Yeah. She did the 2010 Olympics for CTV.
Cool. That was probably really excited about that.
Yeah.
That'd be a big opportunity.
Yeah, but yeah. There's like a lot of Canadian artists that are huge. And a lot of them... move to California just because that's where
that's usually because I find like that's one thing that Canada probably lacks a little bit in is having a place where we go to make the music, because like you kind of have Toronto and Vancouver, but like other than Montreal but like compared to like Hollywood and LA and Nashville, like we don't have that. And I think hopefully in a couple of years we start to have something that resembles it.
Montreal is like the music capital of Canada.
Like,
it has,
there's a lot of venues.
There's over 55 because she did her case study for class on Kingston and I had Montreal, and there's like over 55 venues or something like that in Montreal,
which is mind blowing. That's a lot of venues. Like I think Kingston had like 10.
Yeah, and I mean, so not only do you have 55 venues, but there's like 10 studios, 11 studios or something like that.
Yeah, that
but
sounds
not
right.
Also that, but there's also the fact that SoCan, which is like our
ASCAP.
Yeah, ASCAP.
For royalties.
Yeah, basically our performance money that we get for like selling recordings and stuff. There's the most SoCan members in Montreal and the outlying suburbs
than
there
that.
is
That's cool.
in any other city
in Canada.
Like any major grouping of people, Montreal has the most SoCan registered artists.
By any chance, do you know how many people live in Montreal?
It's I think it's at like 3 million.
Okay, so like there's a quite big population just in one.
It's smaller than Toronto, though, but like there's just a lot more artists for some reason, and it's like of every genre.
Well, yeah, I've gone to Montreal a couple of times, and there's just musicians everywhere.
Yeah.
Like performance-wise, like venues, but also busking as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of people. Like, every corner you have someone.
Yeah. I don't know. I come from I grew up in a small town called Alliston. And there's not a lot of opportunity for musicians there. There's no studios, and there's only 2 venues.
So if you want to go big, you have to leave.
You have to leave. Like, Bearings, they're a good Ottawa-based band. Their backing vocalist and lead guitarist is actually from Alliston. I went to high school with them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Ryan Culligan. He actually took our program.
Oh.
His entire band did.
What year?
I think it was 2013, 2012.
Okay. That's cool.
Because he
That's
graduated high school the year before me, so it would have been like 2012, 2013 that he took the program.
Cool when you have like something in common with like someone like, for example, if I was to like meet Alanis Morissette, I could be like, hey, we went to the same high school, and it would be like a great starter to a conversation with her.
Here's an interesting fact for you. So Mike Wood,
Bob
Deeks,
yes,
Sandra Oh, John Reed, Michael Watson, like all the like members of Nighttime, like all of them went to the same high school.
That's wow. You know what? That's a great start for like Nighttime in Kansas. Though, because it's like they have like a pretty good.
So
like Sandra Oh, like Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
My friend actually just met her like a month or 2 ago, and she was like the nicest lady.
Yeah. So if you don't know who Sandra Oh is, she's the Asian doctor in
Grey's Anatomy. Very talented.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like them. So it's like Bob Deeks, who's our production professor, and is a very, very good studio guitarist and a big producer in Ottawa. Mike Wood, who's from the band Circuit, who went on tours with like Metallica and AC/DC.
Some pretty big names.
Sandra Oh from Grey's Anatomy, and like the Nighttime in Kansas. They all went to the same high school. So it's like it's
they
crazy.
got a bit of a legacy kind of happening there.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
There was some other artists as well. Was it Bruce Coburn? I think also went.
It's kind of reminding me of like the I think it was like the Brill Building or whatever. They all went to the same high school.
The Brill Building, for those who don't know, is like where in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, like all the hit songs were written. It was like one of those like hit factories.
Like Carole King and everything, right?
Yeah, Carole King and all them.
And her like husband, I don't remember his name right now, but
I can't remember his name.
They all just went to the same high school, which is like crazy.
They're all
so
from
much
the same
talent from one place.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Like, and if you don't know Carole King, she wrote like songs like "Natural Woman."
Yeah. What else did she write? She wrote some stuff for Elvis.
I think she's written for like everyone.
Yeah, like they wrote a lot of music in there when they were in high school. They were still,
like that was their job.
They were like 15, 16, and after school they'd go to this office building and write music for like the rest of the night.
Sit in a room next to a piano or guitar and just write all day, and now they're millionaires.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Very lucky. That would be amazing to have some sort of opportunity like that at such a young age that they were. Like, is there something like that now? Like,
it's in Sweden.
Okay.
The Hit Factory is currently in Sweden, I think.
Cool. Maybe we should go to Sweden.
Yeah, it's they wrote all like I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a company in Sweden that wrote for like the Backstreet Boys, and they write for like Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, and NSYNC, like any like super poppy pop song.
Should be like Selena Gomez, probably.
Yeah. Like they write like all the Disney kids and all that. They're all getting songs from like this company in Sweden apparently.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Is it like it's kind of cool to see that it's like moved from America?
Yeah.
And kind of just
because
somewhere
America,
else.
I mean, it's interesting how much America dominates the music industry. Not just the music industry, but the entertainment industry as a whole. They make up like 40% of the global market on music.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Imagine how much money is that?
Like billions. Like hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars. Like
that's a lot
Canada
of money.
makes 3% and we were at like 15 billion.
So imagine 40 something like
40% would be like that's insane.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Some people can only dream of that amount.
Yeah. I wish I had that much money. God.
I wish I had like $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah, 1,000. Never mind.
$1,000 would be nice too.
Yeah.
But you know, that's what happens when you're a college student.
Yep. You know what? Speaking of America, at least we don't have to pay that insanity for their
Like
fucking-
40,000 like a
$1,000.
semester. My apologies to any student in America. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That is the worst. I
Yeah.
feel so bad. Like we complain and ours is what?
Like 2,000 a semester for our program.
No, ours is, yeah, about that. Like
Yeah.
I think it's like a total of like 6,000 or something. Plus
Yeah.
like any
Equipment
extras.
costs and all that, but like
But like that's
there's
nothing.
we're taking a program called Introduction to Music Industry Arts, and then
Mhm.
there's another program that's like a better, more in-depth program than
Yeah,
what we're
but
taking
more
that's called
expensive.
Music Industry Arts, and it's like $16,000 or $17,000 a semester,
It's crazy.
which to us as Canadians, that's like, whoa, that's like crazy
It's a lot of
expensive.
money.
But then you look at like taking a course at like Cornell for music
Mhm.
or something like that, and it's like $40,000 to $100,000 a semester,
Which is
nuts.
I don't even know how people have like you'd be in debt for a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already like $20,000 in debt to SAP.
I'm sorry.
Because I took
It's the
I took
worst.
policing, and then I was like, I don't want to take this.
I don't
anymore.
want to be a policeman.
I don't want to waste my life doing that when I'm like.
When
Yeah.
your true passion's music.
Yeah. Well, I like music, but I originally wanted to be in the military as a military police officer.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, oh, I don't have good enough grades to even get considered for that. Because like I was one of those kids that like I'd do all the work but never hand it in.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'd go to class, not study, do my homework, and then not hand it in.
That's so sad. Like you did the work and then you just.
Yeah.
If I was in the same school as you, I'd be like, Kyle,
Yeah.
you're handing in your work because why did you bother?
Yeah. Anyway, back to music. Yeah, you were
Nice
saying.
breathing.
Sensual.
ASMR. That's the worst thing. Have you seen videos on that? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
Actually, I was looking up covers for one of my favorite bands, Manchester Orchestra. I was trying to look up some guitar covers, and I found this one where they played one of my favorite songs by them on what was it, on a mandolin. And I was looking at it, and it was an ASMR channel, because I was like,
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna like see what other videos this girl has, because like she's a really good vocalist, and the rest of it was just like ASMR videos of
It's
her, like,
literally like it's when
she-
it's
she
like
had,
stuff
like,
like
yeah, but she would like take her hair and rub it
oh,
and
I
like
hate that.
and like rub it against the
That's really- here, I'm
microphone.
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, wait, can you hear it?
No, I can't.
Or-
I can. I'll boost it at this point.
Can you
Yeah,
hear it?
exactly like that.
That's
She'd do like a
terrible.
25-minute video of her just like rubbing things against her microphone. And
Okay, I
was
thought you were
like-
gonna say something else.
I was like, what?
That's
Like,
so
why?
gross.
Why would you do that? Like, but yeah. So
Let's not
ASMR
make those videos.
Yeah,
Let's not do that. I don't know how that's a thing.
neither do I. It started out in Korea as like
Of course, it started out in Korea.
Yeah.
There's so much weird stuff.
in Korea they also have this thing where it's like it's just people live streaming themselves eating.
Yes, I know about that. That's
Yeah.
weird. So weird.
It's really weird.
It's really, and they make a lot of money from
Yeah.
it. They're like, "What do you want me to eat today?" Like, just I can't do it. It's no.
Yeah.
It's too
And they like
weird.
sit down and they'll just talk to the camera like they're on a date.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what they like watching it.
Maybe. So like lonely people that have to like eat alone.
They're like,
have
"I
some
got
company.
a person to eat with now."
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things in the entertainment and music industries. Like there's like soundscapes that people listen to. Like there's radio stations that are literally just dedicated to bird noises. Did you know that?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I
there's,
didn't
like-
know it, but
Yeah.
like, there's so much weird stuff that like I'm sure that everything's a
Because
thing.
my friend's grandpa used to like we'd be driving and he'd be like, he's from like Germany and he had this really thick German accent. He's just like, I'm gonna put on the radio now, and he would only listen to one station. It was literally just like like birds and wind blowing through trees. Yeah, it's like, and it was
We're
like
doing sound
that.
effects for
It'd be
you.
like a 20 minute car drive just listening to like wind.
That's so weird. Sorry.
Yeah, it was really weird.
It's a little weird,
Yeah.
but you know, if that's what he's into.
Yeah. I love editing music. Though. Oh, how about we talk about that? Editing music and what?
Editing music is a nightmare, in my opinion.
It's all.
So many stuff can go wrong.
Yeah, it's all about knowing which programs you're good, like you
Yeah, that
like,
you're good
and
at.
like which programs are easy to use for beginners. So like,
Because I'm not that good at it, like at all. And like I'm trying to like slowly learn because I haven't done it. Like before this program, I wasn't really into like editing and making music.
Yeah.
So like the whole thing is new to me, and just I'm like, what am I doing? Sometimes, like I'm like, wait, I have to maximize it, and I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I'm like, I can't.
yeah, exactly. But no, I've been on and off editing music and stuff since I was like 13, 14, like on and
So
off.
you had like
But
an earlier start.
I was literally just using the like right now because we're just doing vocals. I'm just using Audacity, which is like a free to use open source program that's super simple.
and it does what you need
It does
to do.
exactly like it's really good for like podcasts or
User friendly too.
it's very user friendly. But if you're thinking of getting into like proper studio recordings and you want something easy to use, I'd go with Cubase or
Yep.
Audition, which is an Adobe program. Cubase is really expensive. Like we got lucky and we got it through school. But if you like,
Yeah, I feel like we still paid for it.
we did. It was
but
in our tuition though. It made up
Yeah.
like a good like quarter of our tuition in the first
Do you
semester.
know, this is like a little off topic, but do you know how long we get Cubase, or is it like
It's
forever
forever.
ours now?
It's forever. ours
Okay,
now.
awesome. I was like, is this on like a subscription
No,
or
it's
something?
another thing. Yeah, because you get the little Cubase key. We get it forever. It doesn't expire. We just can't update it.
I was never sure. I was like, I need to remember to ask
So
Kyle.
yeah. So Cubase is it's by Steinberg, who's a very good production company, company for like making editing software and stuff like that. They make like the UR22, which is a direct input.
Audio interface.
Yeah, it's an audio interface. They also make Cubase, and they have a bunch of other like live editing software and stuff. They also make like MIDI VSTs, so that's virtual instruments, like MIDI inputs. They also, I can't remember what else they do. But Cubase is very simple to use. It takes a little bit of practice.
But like once you have it, like you have it.
Yeah, which is good.
You know, like you know how to use it. It's easy to use. I find it's easy to like direct stuff. And,
Yeah.
like,
See, we're also lucky because we get the like instruction, like the like step-by-step instruction through.
we have a teacher
Yeah,
that helps us.
a teacher that's specifically trained in Cubase. Like it's great. Like he knows. Yeah. Headbutting the microphone. Good job.
I've done it like 10
Yeah, I
times.
know.
I keep forgetting I have glasses on.
Yeah, like
I was like, is he gonna ever say something?
yeah, but
It's literally the worst.
like
I think it's 'cause
there's
it's
also for what other there's Pro Tools, which is really expensive, like really expensive. It's like $200-300 for the cheap version.
I find it's too much, especially for a beginner.
Yeah.
Like to put that much money into something that you might not even like.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So just go for like maybe like the free.
Yeah,
like, the
it
free
go-
programs.
Definitely shop around and see what options there are, and like look at like which ones are the best. But for a beginner, I'd suggest if you're just thinking of doing like low quality, like not low quality, but like low budget, easy to use, go with Audacity or
Yeah.
Adobe Audition.
Audition. Yeah.
Audition is a
They're
little
very
more complicated than Audacity. Because like I just downloaded it today and I'm still figuring it out a bit, but it's
They have a lot of cool things that you can do. So like they have like noise reduction
Yeah.
stuff, which is like amazing. I had to use it for the interview that I did with Instilled in Me because in the background all you hear
ambulance
is
outside the window.
oh,
Yeah,
interesting
yeah,
facts.
my ADHD kicked in there.
But yeah, so like Instilled in Me, in their interview, there was a lot of like radio. You could hear the radio like a lot in the background. So I ended up using the noise reduction to try and kind of focus more on their voice and minimize the radio because like I also for copyright issues.
Yeah, that's something you can't you can't do with Audacity, that you could probably do really easily with Cubase or Pro Tools, but there's this thing where you can like highlight specific decibel levels, and like it'll like shrink everything to be in within a certain range, and it'll reduce your clipping and everything. And I find that like the effects that you get, so like reverb, which is, for those who don't know, it's echo. And like you're
getting that fuller sound,
like echoey, making it sound like you're in like a big room. I'll add some reverb to this part just to show you how bad it is on Audacity. It's
is it bad?
It's really synthetic sounding.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah.
Put it right now. Put it on my voice.
I can't because like we're recording.
Once you edit it,
when
put
I'm
it on my
editing,
voice.
I will definitely be doing that. I'll probably have to break this into like 3 parts.
It's really long.
It's really long, but it's fun.
It's like all I gotta do is talk, and talking is easy.
Yeah.
For some people. For me, is easy because I am Italian.
Pretty funny.
I have a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Pro Tools is really expensive, and it's like
Pro Tools,
it's really like you need to be like using it like every day and practicing on it in order to use it, because it's pretty complicated.
I know some people that are pretty good at it, but like as soon as you stop using it for like a week or 2, like you already start to forget how to use it.
Yeah. And then
even with Cubase too, like for the Christmas break, I didn't use it all Christmas break, and then when I went back, I was like, how do I do this again?
I use it like every day of the Christmas break. I made like
I was so busy. I was like, I don't have time.
I wrote like 7 or 8 songs using the MIDI input while I was I was working on a cover of an Shikari song called Constellations.
Okay.
And then I was also, it's about the time that I started to be in sound design, which is my like audio editing and sound design company, obviously. Random. I forgot about
sound effects and sound effects and soundtracks for.
Yeah. So for our communications class, we had to like do a business pitch, so we just used the P and sound design.
Yeah, I still remember my part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, musicians.
Yep. Yeah. That was a communications project. I hate that class.
Oh.
Like I don't like that class.
It's okay. I'm just kind of sick of English in general, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, I don't want any more English. Am I far away?
Okay.
I was going.
You're floating away.
Floating away from the mic.
I
keep hitting it too, which is a problem.
Let's tilt it back a little bit.
I should just get contact lenses.
No, I hate contact lenses. But so what instruments do you play? I know you play guitar and you sing and you can play a little bit of piano, but what else? Do you play any other instruments?
When I was in grade 7, I played the clarinet.
Cool.
Very interesting. But yeah, so my mains are piano, guitar, and singing.
You're a very good singer, actually.
Thank you.
A very good singer. Yeah, I play like trumpet, bagpipes, which everybody always gets like super like, what the fuck, you play bagpipes? Like, what?
It's pretty great. Yeah. Bagpipes are cool.
Yeah, I've been playing those since I was like 12. I've been playing trumpet since I was like 11. I picked up guitar when I was 11, and then I stopped playing for a couple of years, and then when I was like 19, I picked it up again, but I didn't really take it seriously until I was in a band.
And you're like, okay, now I gotta like really work at it.
Yeah, I literally play guitar for like an hour every day.
I like wish I did that. I don't know when to do that stuff. Like I'm just.
There's our next topic: dedication and like getting good at your instrument. Because there is no way that you should play live music if you don't know how to play your instrument properly.
Put those 10,000 hours in that Lou always says.
Yeah, our profs are really big proponents of the 10,000 hour rule.
Which is basically getting those 10,000 hours in any really way with that instrument. Either performing live or, I guess mainly performing live, right? 10,000 hours, and then once you're there, then you're a real, true artist to that.
Yeah.
That instrument.
I don't think I'm quite at 10,000 hours yet, but
You'll get
I'm
You'll get
I'm getting close. I'm probably at about like 2,000 or 3,000 hours over 10 years. So
because like I started learning piano just like a couple of months ago, but I try really hard to get like at least like 30 minutes in a day. But I'm still very far
Yeah.
from that 10,000 mark.
Hey, Shauna, now that you're back, what instruments do you play?
I took piano lessons for like 4 years, but my teacher was really strict and I just didn't like it and I gave up.
Do you play any other instruments or is just
No.
singing? Because you're another
singing.
really good vocalist.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I can kind of sing, but I don't really like to. Because I'm not very confident in my singing abilities.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to do it.
Part of that like dedication thing is once you practice enough and you like it'll build your confidence.
Remember that 10,000 hours also applies to singing as
Yeah.
well, right? So, like for me, I'd have to say I definitely put that 10,000 hours in because I've been singing since I could talk. So, like the way my voice is now wouldn't have happened if I wasn't singing every day. I probably sing hours a day,
Yeah.
but like throughout the day,
Yeah.
without really noticing.
Yeah, exactly. We've been going for almost an hour, so I think we'll call it.
I think we're
Yeah, I'll call it quits today, and we'll do this again another time when I have like some actual topics written down, and we can get more in depth on some of them. We
a
kind of
little bit more talking.
yeah,
It was very fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for
no
having me.
problem.
My first podcast.
Yeah. So definitely check out Hex Entertainment.
Please do.
Yeah. HEX. Definitely check out like my blog as well. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and donate to us on Patreon if you can, because that'll help us make better content. Because we'll be able to
Exactly.
afford better microphones and like areas to record, better laptops and stuff. And
Follow us on there too.
yeah,
Hex
definitely.
Entertainment, please. Get those interviews out.
Exactly. Yeah, it'll make it.
the
It'll
best
make it.
possible.
Yeah, exactly. It'll make us it easier for us to get like interviews and like go see shows so that we can talk to people in the music scene and whatnot. And I'm sorry, there's people in the background getting a little excited because we're ending. But yeah, definitely donate to both of us on Patreon and
Greatly appreciated.
yeah,
Thank you.
follow us on Facebook and check out BTAVIA, Nighttime in Kansas, Endless Oceans, and Castlefield.
And instilled in
Oh,
me.
and instilled in me. I will definitely link all of them in the description. So have
Perfect.
a great night.
Bye.